guys, so as part of my mini back to school series, I'm going to be showing you guys what I keep on my study desk today. I got a lot of requests to do it, so I'm going to do it for you guys right now because I was actually kind of just sitting here doing some work and I was like, I might as well film this video while I have everything kind of like neatly organized, because sometimes my study desk can be like a complete disaster, full of like mounds of paper. And when I was still in school, you guys know that I graduated earlier this year. I graduated from university, so I have my undergrad under my belt, so I'm really excited about it. But yeah, so when I was still in school, like this would literally be like mounds of homework and textbooks. But right now you kind of caught it on a good day, so it doesn't really have too much stuff on it, so I figured this would be a really good time to film this video. And also in this video, I'm going to show you guys kind of like my favorite school supplies, stuff that I have bought and that I religiously buy because I love it so much. I also got a lot of requests to do kind of like a school supply back to school haul, but because I've already graduated, I don't really plan on going back to school shopping because you'll see in a second, but I already have like an abundance of school supplies and I definitely don't need to be going and buying any more. So I'm not going to be going back to school shopping for school supplies and stuff like that because I do have a lot already on hand, so I'm just gonna make do with what I already have. So my school desk is absolutely nothing special, but yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys my desk, how I organize it, what I keep on it, my favorite school supplies, and I hope that that is what you guys meant when you said you wanted to see a what's on my study desk video. If not, comment below if I completely took this in the wrong direction. Okay, so this is an overview of my desk area. It is basically, these two here are two separate. This is one and this is comes separately. I just like attach them together or push them together so that they look like one desk. And this chair I got from Ikea. I think it was just like one of their cheap chairs. It was like $20 or less, I'm pretty sure. But I absolutely love it, and it spins around to make it go higher or lower depending on your height. So it's one of those fancy ones. So I guess I'm just gonna sit down in this chair and then show you guys everything that is on my desk. This desk was actually made for like a desktop computer. That's why it has this little part here that slides out, because this is where you would put your keyboard. But I just use it, like I said, as just like a tabletop, and this is just where I set like my laptop and a binder. I guess I'll start with this. The very bottom one is just like my junk drawer one. I have old pens and stuff like that in there. It's basically where I put all of the clutter that is usually on top of my desk. To clear it off, I just shove it in that bottom drawer, so I'm not even going to go through it. This second drawer is where I have this container of Sharpies. You guys are going to laugh. I like collect Sharpies. I know it's totally silly to collect Sharpies, but I collect Sharpies. I am a complete Sharpie-aholic. If that was a club or an anonymous meeting club, I would totally go to it. But yeah, these are the majority of my Sharpies. I keep them in here. Yeah, I have tons and tons. I have like these ones, which are like the fine tip ones. These ones are like the double-ended ones. These are like the fat ones. And I also collect the Sharpie collections. A lot of you, I'm sure, don't even know that Sharpies every once in a while come out with different collections of Sharpies. For example, this is one, the Caribbean Colors one, and then it came with like 5 different limited edition Sharpie colors. So yeah, I collect Sharpies, and it's not even healthy. Like, that's a look at how many Sharpies this is, like all those Sharpies. But I absolutely love Sharpies. But yeah, so that's what I keep in this container. And then also I have my sketchbook, because I like to sketch stuff sometimes. And this is a really old sketchbook. I also have extra paper and graph paper in here. This is my favorite paper of all time. This is the 5-star heavyweight refill paper, and the reason I like this is because it's so much thicker than just regular paper. Like, this is 24-pound paper. So it feels like it's like 2 or 3 sheets of like regular paper, but I really like that. I find that I write really hard sometimes, or I use pens that kind of seep through the page, and I absolutely hate when the ink seeps through the page, so I like to use the heavyweight paper, even though I know it's totally bad for the environment, but I can't help it. Like, I'm just so used to using heavyweight paper that I can't use any other kind of paper. On here, so this is like the slide out part of my desk where normally you would have a computer keyboard. I don't have a computer keyboard, so I have this. I have some heart post-its here that I just like stuck onto the desk. This is a Ernst & Young's Guide to Tax Research and Writing. I know it sounds very riveting. And then I have a copy of Glamour on the bottom. Look how hot Rihanna looks in this magazine cover. Can we just talk about that for a second? I'm not sure if you can tell, but like you can totally see her butt through these sequin pants. But I love Rihanna so much. Anyway, so in this thing, this I got from Staples, I believe, this little container here. This is more of what you would put in like a desk drawer. If you had a desk drawer, it's like kind of like an organizer, but I don't have a desk drawer, so I just put it here. This is where I keep a lot of random stuff. I have post-its here, like tons of different kinds. These kinds. I have tons and tons of different post-its. I love post-its for just keeping track of different chapters in a textbook or important things that are going to be on tests or anything like that. I have paper clips. I have 2 staplers, an extra set of earphones, erasers. These are the refillable ones. This one is an HDMI adapter for my MacBook, so I can plug an HDMI cord into it. And then I have more paper clips. These ones are the spirally ones, and then I have these clips here that have like the rubberized end on them. These are rings, and I will show you guys in a second what I use them for, but basically they are rings so that you can kind of like put them through anything that is hole punched. I have 2 pencil sharpeners. These are all refills for my mechanical pencils. I have extra staples, all different kinds of whiteout, all different kinds of erasers. These ones are like art erasers, these 2 here, and then these 2 are just like regular erasers, I guess. Okay, and I think I forgot to do this top drawer of this plastic thing here. I also got this from, I think, Walmart, and it's just one of those 3-drawer plastic pull-out containers, I guess. I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things today. But in this first drawer here, I have an abundance of cue cards. I love cue cards. They were like my best friends when I was studying for midterms or exams or tests or anything like that. I would put everything on cue cards, and it was just so much easier to have all the important things on cue cards. What I used to do is I used to hole punch cue cards. So these are just like regular plain old cue cards, and I used to hole punch them and then put them through this ring. And just putting them through this ring just made it so much easier to study because all of your notes were in one place. You didn't have to worry about dropping a card or like worrying about shuffling them or anything like that. So that's why I have all these rings, because I always would hole punch my cue cards, my study notes, and then put them through the ring so that it was just so much easier to carry around with me. These ones here are like cue card holders. You can get these at Staples. And basically they just hold all of your cue cards. These ones I also got from Staples. I don't think I've actually used this one yet either. But basically it came like hole punched. As you can see, the ring, it already has a ring through it. I didn't do that, like it just came like that. And also there are different colors, so you could like maybe split up the different sections of an exam or a test or something like that with the different colors. And also it's just like a nice little fun thing, because sometimes when you're studying it's really boring, and it just helps to have these like cool little things to help you study. I have an extra pencil case in here that I don't really use anymore, but I still have it. I have 2 calculators, and a lot of you are probably thinking 2 calculators is a little bit excessive, but not for me. One is a financial calculator, so this one is a financial one, so it does like bonds and stuff like that. I used it for my finance classes, and this one is a scientific calculator, which I used for like all of my math intensive courses, so it was just easier for me because it has a better display for when you're doing calculations that have a lot more like functions and stuff like that in it. Over here, this is basically where I used to keep all of my textbooks for university, but a lot of them I either sold or are in storage, so that's why I don't have any of my books here. I just have this here. This is a bag that I use for school, like I want to say 80% of the time. So this was technically my school bag, and then I have my laptop case here. Up here I have just books. I have a GMAT book because I took my GMAT last year, and I'm also helping a couple of my friends study for their GMAT, so that's why I have, that's why I kept the book. And then I also have my Federal Income Tax Act, which came really handy in my tax class because I took personal and corporate tax, and I actually really enjoyed it, but don't tell anyone. Moving on to what I actually keep on my desk. Basically this is an overview, but as you can see here, basically I have just an assortment of pen and pencil holders. I really am kind of like OCD about stuff like that. I don't know why. I'm not really OCD, but I just like having everything kind of like separated into groups of, I don't know, stationery, I guess. Okay, sorry, my battery died. Anyway, I don't remember where I left off, but I'm just gonna show you guys some of, like, I guess the pens that I am using, or like my favorite pens. So this is like probably one of my favorite pens. Not this particular exact one, but this brand. It's Zebra, I believe. The reason I really like it is because it writes so smooth, and yeah, basically that's it. And I also really love this Uni-ball Jetstream pen. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but this also writes so smoothly. And I've also been loving these Frixon Pilot Frixon pens because the cool thing about these pens is that it is erasable by friction. And some of you are probably like, what does that mean? Well, basically it means when you write something down using this pen on any kind of paper, like any kind of paper at all you have to do is take this end part and just kind of like, here, I'll do an example. I'll do a little demo for you. Okay, so for example, it's really hard to like hold a camera and then write at the same time, but I'm just going to write my name. Smiley face. Yeah, so say I wasn't supposed to put a smiley face on it. Basically, you just take the other end of this pen and you just like rub it against the page and the ink disappears. Isn't that awesome? I absolutely love this pen. Yeah, that's one of the really cool things about this pen, and I'm such a nerd. But that pen comes in a lot of different colors too. It comes in like purple, black, blue, green, red. They also have a highlighter version, which I really like. This one only comes in like 2 colors, I think. It only comes in this like yellow, neon yellow, and then a pink color. Oh, this is one of my favorite highlighters ever. And the thing that makes this special than other, or more special or different, I guess, than other highlighters is that it is a gel. So it's not like your typical like liquid one like this one is. So like this one is just like a regular like liquid one. But this one isn't. This one is a gel. And I will show you guys what it looks like. It's so hard to do this with one hand. This was bad planning on my part. But yeah, so it's a gel, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that clearly, but yeah, it's just like a gel, but it's like a regular, it's like a highlighter, but it's like a gel highlighter, and I absolutely love it. This only comes in 2 colors though. It comes in this pink color. Actually, no, I think it comes in 3 colors, pink, orange, and then a neon yellow. The reason I got this highlighter in the first place, besides the fact that it looks so cool, in my tax act, which I showed you guys earlier, the pages are so thin. The papers are like rice paper thin, and the highlighters that I was using were these ones here, these Sharpie accent ones, but they like seep through the page because the page of the tax act is so thin. So I got this one because I could still highlight everything and it wouldn't seep through the page, and I thought that was like really amazing. I swear I'm not really this ditzy, but I just like, whenever I'm talking about like school supplies, like I don't know, I just like love school supplies so much. It's not even healthy. So in my next little container here, I have all of my colored pens. Like I said, I have all these pencil cases kind of grouped into different categories. So this is like all of my colored pens. In my next one here, I have highlighters. So I have tons of different kinds of highlighters. In this next one, I have just like regular pens, black pens. In here, I have all of my my zebra pens, which I told you are like one of my favorites. So these are like all the different colors that it comes in basically. So black, blue, green, light blue, purple, pink. These are dry erase markers. So as you can see, I have two magnetic dry erase boards here. So yeah, they're both magnetic, so you can like stick magnets on both of them, which I like because I like to put notes on it sometimes. This one is a calendar one that I have to like erase every month and then rewrite the dates on, and this one is just like a plain one. And as you can see, I have like some GMAT stuff on it. In this container, I just have pencils, just regular pencils. And then I have pencil crayons in this one, so I have like just tons of different pencil crayons. Okay, so I only have a couple more things to show you guys. I know this video is so long. But in this last little pencil pen holder, I have watercolors. The last thing I'm going to show you guys are these boxes here. I got them from Staples, and they are from Really Useful Products. That is actually the name of the company, and I absolutely love these because they stack so easy. And I actually use one of these as a pencil case for school. It's this one at the bottom, which I will show you guys. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys, I guess, just what I keep in here. But you guys are going to think I'm like so ridiculous once you guys see what I actually keep in here. So on the top one here, they come in different colors if you guys hadn't noticed. This one's purple, this one's clear, this one's pink, and this one's like a reddish pink color. So in this one here, I have tons of different pencils that I use for sketching and drawing and doodling. In here, I have Post-its. I absolutely love Post-its. I have different styles and sizes of Post-its, different colors. And then in this one, I have more Post-its. These ones are just like regular yellow ones. And then I also have extra colorful cue cards in here. I have more Post-its. I know I have stars, another color of the Apple version, this mini one. More regular Post-its. And then this is the last thing I have here. This is what I actually use as a pencil case. I just have some random things in here. I have a highlighter, pens, and highlighters. And that is it. Okay, so that wraps up my What's on My Study Desk video. I hope that is what you guys wanted to see when you requested that video. If not, leave a comment below and let me know what you guys really wanted to see. I hope you guys found some inspiration in that. I told you guys that my desk wasn't anything special, so I hope you heeded my warning and weren't expecting something spectacular. And if you are going back to school, whether it's elementary or high school or college or university or grad school, I hope you have an amazing year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!